Today we've got John Parr, St. Elmo's Fire. And we're coming to this one how, Sam?
This was a member's pick.
The members, they were overwhelmingly voting for John Parr on this one. And I am excited to get into this one because it is featuring some national pride here. Apparently, we're Canadians.
Yes.
We don't live there anymore, but we grew up there for an extended period of time if you're new here. And so as a Canadian, why would that make me excited, Sam?
Because this song, even though it was written for the movie St. Elmo's Fire, it was largely inspired by the Canadian athlete Rick Hansen and his world tour bringing awareness to spinal cord injuries, where he was touring around in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and so I am completely unfamiliar with his story. So I'd love to hear more from you guys in the comment section below.
Or maybe if there's any videos about him that we should check out too.
Yeah, and how inspiring is that? I mean, reminds me of Terry Fox, the greatest Canadian of all time.
That's what I was thinking too.
We've done a video on Terry Fox. If you don't know who Terry Fox is, you guys as Americans, you have to find out because Terry Fox is so amazing and inspirational.
So inspiring.
And that's what this story kind of reminds me of. And this song came out when, Sam?
In 1985.
1985. It did really well in the charts. It went to number 1 on the US Billboard. It went to a number 6 in the UK and number 1 in Canada. So it was a chart success. Yeah. And unfortunately, though, for John Parr, it was apparently his only success, really.
That's what we were reading.
When it came to commercial success, that is. Obviously, he probably has more of a catalog. But he worked with David Foster on this one for the soundtrack, for the movie. It did really well. And this was the highlight of his career in terms of legacy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how you have one song do so well and then nothing else really charts.
Yeah, but big shout out to the members. We are so grateful for you all. You have been so amazing, and not just the members, our subscribers as well. If you could hit the like button on this video, we would really appreciate that. It helps tremendously. The algorithm is not working to our favor, and you can help to mitigate that by hitting that like button, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you're not already. All right, Sam, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Keep going. With the eagles flying higher and higher. What an inspirational song this is. Love the messaging, love the lyrics, delivering with great clarity in those lyrics in terms of the vocal. Got that classic 80s rock vocal in this one. 1985, let me know, guys. Is this bringing you back? Are you having shades of the 80s with this video here? Because I feel like this is a defining moment of the 80s. Maybe it's peak. You can argue with that one. But really an inspirational message. I mean, it seems like we're getting shots from the movie in here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the name of the song is actually the name of the bar. I think that's what we saw in the beginning. or the restaurant, whatever it is. So it's like, the double there is that we're getting the experience of this journey, and that's what the lyrics represent to a great degree, but we're getting shots of the bar, the restaurant in that name.
Yeah, I'm actually not familiar with the movie, so I'm not too sure what it's about. Have you heard of the movie before?
No.
Yeah,
never.
so it's new for you too. But yeah, I totally agree. Like very inspirational, motivational, talking about like perseverance and being strong and, like holding on when times get tough. And obviously the, specific references to Rick Hansen in the song talking about the Man in Motion tour and his wheels, right? The wheels that he's on. So really cool. And I love when artists are able to take a really catchy, upbeat, fun, kind of like anthemic sounding song and put that with such a powerful message at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's not just all about like partying or whatever, right? Like you would put this on to have a good time, but it also has that foundational important message to it too.
Yeah, it's got some of that party anthem feel, but it's giving you a different look.
Yeah, like lifts you up and makes you feel good.
Yeah, for sure. I do think he has a unique ability in the way he's emoting on this one, delivering it to give you that impassioned motivational vibe, but definitely has that, classic 80s arena rock feel to it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That was John Parr with St. Elmo's Fire. And Sam, any closing thoughts on that?
I really enjoyed it. The only thing I would say is that I wish the vocal was just like a little bit more at the forefront in the mix. I felt like certain times it was like a little bit challenging, especially towards the beginning, for me to really pick out what he was saying. So I felt the instrumentation was like a little heavy over top of his vocal. For first listen, at least.
I didn't get that. I don't know. Maybe I did have to turn it up quite a bit. So
maybe that was it then. Maybe I need to turn my headphones up.
I was really surprised. I was actually thinking in my head, I was like, wow, compared to what I just listened to in the last song that we did, because we do a couple during a day, right? And so the last song that we did was way, way higher volume.
Yeah, so maybe that was it.
One.
So I'll have to do a second listen and turn my headphones all the way up.
Because usually, I'm the first one to be like, what's wrong with this mix here? I have a recording engineering background. That's where my ear goes, right? So,
I definitely enjoyed it. I just felt like at certain points I was kind of like, what is he saying?
Yeah. But maybe you were just so in tune with the story and it was so inspirational that you were trying to pick up every single word that he was saying.
Yeah, and there's also a lot going on in the video. And if you guys are new here, I'm a visual person, so I feel like sometimes the visual, because I'm so enamored with that, it distracts me a little
So
bit.
what,
from
what
listening
was
to.
going on in the visuals then, Sam?
Well, I thought it was kind of cool because, like you said, there was a lot of clips from what I would imagine is the movie, but then they had that overlaid and blended with the artist singing. And at this time, right, this is the 80s, mid 80s, like music videos were just becoming big, right? So that was probably like super creative, like being able to blend those different images from different things at that time.
Yeah, you do see a lot of that in the 80s, the promotional material from the soundtrack mixed with the video.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Huey Lewis and Back to the Future, right? That was really cool. That was one of the ones that we did more recently that I can recall off the top of my head. But it was kind of promotional material that they were using, right?
And it works because now I'm like interested and I want to go watch the movie. And I guarantee you at this time, if it's kind of like come on MTV and you hadn't seen the movie, you'd probably be like, what is this all about? Like, maybe I should go watch that.
Well, it acts like a movie trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
In that sense, right? Like you're getting
Yeah.
little clips of it, a little,
Little
piece
teaser.
of the a teaser of the movie. And
Yeah.
you're like, maybe I should go watch that now. Anyways, you got to let us know if you enjoyed the movie as much as you enjoyed the song or vice versa. And I enjoyed this one. It's a shame that this was a one-hit wonder, seemingly, in John Parr. But
he also has like a good vocal, especially for this type of music. So I'm surprised he didn't have more hits like this.
yeah, I am surprised as well. But maybe you can give us more backsites. Backsites? Backsites is not a word, Phil. Insights and background is what I was mixing up there. Maybe you can do that so we can get some more feedback on what happened with his career.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
This is a introduction for us, but we always appreciate more insights. Other than subscribing, because we know you've already done that, right? Do that now. You should have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.